Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What we got? Check four.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards. Frank Gore calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Slam. 5 wide.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Allen going to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back 6-6. Pull it high. Hands up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about it.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And John Brown's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this throw caught left side. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike 5-9. Switch. 5-wide.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. There you go, 368.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A gain of 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware the ball may come your way.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton airing one. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So Dalton now. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check, 59. Blue down.
Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0.
14, Bills nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen throwing again. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hands up. Wait. 58. Come on. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Joe Mixon. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's not going to get me.
To throw here, Dalton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another day.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Allen hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air. Allen. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now on first down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Allen's throw is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. And he finds Beasley complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Move! Hey, box truck, box truck.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You.
Allen now going to throw again. Now he'll escape to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Andy Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Andy Dalton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And able to find John Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Allen. He hits his running back, precise. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Allen again. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Allen going to come to the line here, first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Allen to throw once more. Finding Knox there, complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen now on third and goal, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Steps away to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here in 2nd and 15. Now Allen hit. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Orbit.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Open man is Ross, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
So this one in the win column now for the